Good morning and welcome to After GMS. It is 7:45 on Monday, November 1st. It is the start of a new week and a new month, and we're going to have a conversation started all around that coming up on After GMS. I'm Tracy McCain here with Megan Malaris and Ed Matthews.
This year really has just flown by. The holidays coming up, daylight saving ending coming up. I know. Yikes. Yeah, a lot of changes in the works, especially with our forecast, Ed. It's getting cooler. Mother Nature knows it's a new beginning.
Yes, on this first day of March, temperatures are March.
Hey, close enough.
Earth to Ed. Let's tune in, Ed. It's November 1st. With the beginning of the new month, it's going to feel a lot more like November here in the Piedmont. I don't know why I can't get the month out, but anyway, we should make it into the mid and upper 60s today, and that's about normal. But this morning, a cold front is moving through the area. It's no weather with it, no clouds, no rain, anything like that. But behind the front, we'll start to get some chillier air in, and that's going to set the stage for below normal temperatures after today, as we'll see sun and clouds tomorrow in low 60s and only into the upper 50s on Wednesday. By Thursday and Friday, low pressure tracks to our south, and so most of the available moisture stays south of the triad. So just a lot of extra clouds, but a very small rain chance at this point. For Thursday and Friday, only about a 30 to 40% chance of rain, but the extra clouds and the chilly temperatures will hold highs around 50. That's pretty chilly, taking into consideration that our normal high is 66. So we'll be running something on the order of about 15 degrees below normal. But we'll get any rain out by next weekend. And right now, next weekend looks dry, but temperatures are going to remain rather chilly and below normal right on through Saturday and Sunday.
All right, it's the day after.
I have to take a breath.
Oh. For the weather or from all the candy we've been eating?
From all the candy, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, that is our first talker. It's the day after Halloween, and you might be looking at a pile of leftover candy this morning. We want to know, what are you going to do with it all?
So I asked for some tips on my Facebook page, and a lot of you responded with some really good ones. So Stephanie said, if people have extras they won't eat, donate it to a teacher for prizes in the classroom. I think that's a great idea, and I think I'm going to do that. Gay said, we have no candy left over at all. We have bought a lot. So Ty said, eat it. And Cindy said, you could drop off at a church where they have a children's outreach program. Gospel Baptist Church in Greensboro has two. So thank you so much for those tips and suggestions on what to do. We heard from a local dentist's office in Burlington. Dr. Chris always gives away or collects candy and then sends it to troops who are serving overseas. And I just think that's a great way to take part of not only some, hometown pride, but think of our military serving us so proudly overseas. So that's one great way. And I love that teacher tip.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's so many great uses for candy. And if you have any left over, you'll know it's expensive, so you might as well eat it or donate or make good use of it instead of throwing it away, right? So this morning before I left for work, I had to hide Christian's bucket of candy on top of the refrigerator because he can climb anything these days at 22 months old. So I figured that was basically the only place where he could not access it, because I want to A, let it sit out for a little bit, B, go through it to make sure that there is anything he can eat, and if not, I'm going to eat it. But the experience was really fun. I mean, he's at that age where we went trick-or-treating last night in a friend's neighborhood, and we went door to door, and he understood the concept pretty quickly of taking one piece, putting it into his little light-up Halloween bucket, and then saying bye-bye to everyone as he walked away. And it was so cute to see and experience. I mean, Halloween is just so different from a parent's perspective.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
It's always fun to see them experience first things. It's almost like you're experiencing it all over again. So I feel your joy this morning. All right, Ed Matthews, is your tummy grumbling? I know you had a whole bunch of Tootsie Rolls earlier.
Oh, yeah. Somebody brought some of those in, and boy, they were absolutely delicious. And I hate that I wasn't able to get in on the fun last night, but just the way I live in an apartment building, it's not conducive to people just kind of floating by. As a matter of fact, where I live is kind of like living at Fort Knox if you try to get in the door. You know, I'm sure it was just a lot of fun. I'm really glad that the weather cooperated. It was a little cool, but it wasn't raining. And so that was good for the kids to get out and really, really enjoy trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I was just typing here. I always take my favorites out of my kids' candy stash.
Yeah.
And then, you know, well, we talk about it because I'm like, which ones do you really like?
Right.
And they never like the ones I really like. So it works out. They like lollipops and things. I like chocolate. So
Yeah.
it really works out where they have one taste and I have another. So I don't really take it. We have a conversation. And then
Okay.
I enjoy what I get.
Yeah.
It's a mutual respect, obviously.
Right. Just got to divvy it up a little bit.
There you go.
You should be rewarded for your efforts taking them trick-or-treating anyway. So, Jason said he doesn't like chocolate. That dark chocolate mess gets tossed.
Oh, give it
What?
to me.
I know. Send it over here. What a waste. Wanda said we're going to eat some and give some away to my brother's group. Joanne had only 5 trick-or-treaters, so bring your trick-or-treaters by this week. No costumes necessary.
Nice.
Tamrika has to moderate her son so he doesn't eat too much because he gets sick if he does that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we gave them one piece of candy after dinner yesterday, and they're like, "Can we have one tomorrow for snack?" And so I think they understand that they can pretty much only have a few a day and not at breakfast time later in the day. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes over the next few weeks, because you know, last year really wasn't the same feeling of Halloween, and the year before my son and daughter were both too young to enjoy Halloween. Julian wasn't here or thought of, so yeah, I've never really had to do Halloween.
Yeah.
You know, this is like really the first time that we have really gone door to door.
Yeah, people were really generous this year, it seemed. Like the big size candy bars instead of the little minis. I think because it has been a 2-year hiatus for many neighborhoods with Halloween, and so everyone was excited. The kids certainly were, at least from what I saw. I told Ed Matthews that I saved him a couple of peanut M&Ms.
Thank you.
Just for you, your favorite.
Awesome. So it's so funny. A lot of people are saying that Jessica Richards says that's called the mommy tax.
Oh yeah.
When you take what you want out of the candy.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't know it had a name, but now I feel justified.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. Hilarious.
Okay, this was a fun talker. Wow, a lot of candy left over, a lot of fun memories trick-or-treating last night. So all in all, it was a good holiday.
Yeah, and perfect weather for it too. All right, we are going to have another conversation in just a few minutes about the month of November.
Ooh, all right, first let's get to some morning headlines. We do have a lot to cover here. Tomorrow, Guilford County Commissioners will discuss COVID-19 trends and the mask mandate. They're holding a special Guilford County Commission's meeting. Commission Chair Skip Alston voted in favor of the latest mask mandate when it passed in August. Over the weekend, he said he will follow the data, and that could potentially mean a change in masking requirements. But no votes are expected at tomorrow's meeting. We will keep you updated on what is discussed. Also tomorrow, CDC Advisory Committee will decide whether to sign off on Pfizer's pediatric vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. Last week, the FDA approved the COVID vaccine for this age group. And if the CDC follows suit, the triad is expecting about 10,000 child-sized doses. 3,300 of them are coming to Guilford County.
It may be a few months until children under 18 will be eligible to receive Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA says it needs more time before it rules on an emergency use authorization for giving the vaccine to children ages 12 to 17. The FDA will use that time to further analyze the results from studies on the risks of heart inflammation after the vaccination. The agency says that analysis might push its decision back to January of next year. Well, choosing where your child goes to school is an important decision. That's why Winston-Salem Forsyth County Magnet and Choice Schools are part of a showcase this week, so you can see what they have to offer. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller takes a closer look at how this showcase works.
Well, every child has a special gift or talent, and to turn that talent or interest into a career, Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools is adding programs to their 54 choice schools, including here at Speeds Global Elementary. Now, families will get to explore their options at the district's annual showcase. There are dozens of programs that focus on arts, global studies, STEM, and even international baccalaureate. Speeds Elementary has that type of curriculum where students will show off what they've learned about different cultures at the showcase through performing arts.
And they will be performing a dance on the national anthem of Korea. They learn that there is more than one culture in the world and that we got to be respectful to and open-minded.
There's also welding, public safety, and fire academy options. Students who have gone through those programs will be at the showcase as well. The showcase is this Saturday in the Education Building at the Carolina Classic Fairgrounds. Parents can start applying for some of the schools they're interested in at the showcase, and they have through January 7th to lock in their choices.
All right, well, that is important information, and all that information is on our website, WFNYnews2.com. All right, it is a new day, Monday. It is a new month, November. We have a fresh start, or a clean slate, so to speak, ahead of us.
Yeah, so this is where some people are checking off their Christmas to-do list, doing some shopping. Others are already decorating or preparing for family visits, maybe for the first time in a couple of years, celebrating the holidays in person. We want to know, drop a comment here on our feed. What are you looking forward to this November? Or maybe you set some goals. This viewer texted in this morning on the Good Morning Show saying, this month being with my beautiful fiance for Thanksgiving and family.
On my Facebook page, we heard from Valerie, who said family, friends, and food. I love it. 3 F's right there. Yolanda says, I'm looking forward to my granddaughter turning 2 this month. Yolanda, make sure you submit it for Who's Turning 2.
Yeah.
We do it every Tuesday on the Good Morning Show. Akira said, I'm looking forward to spending time with family, and I'm on the countdown until I give birth. This is one tired mama. Oh, Akira, I know those final days, you are just waiting for any sign that it's about to happen. So congratulations in advance. November is a great month. You know, it's the season of giving, and when you start to really feel that spirit of the holidays, and everybody seems to be a little bit nicer, and you start hearing the Christmas music, and you start thinking about, you know, decorations, and it just really gets you in the mood for, you know, everything that's good in life. You start really taking stock of the blessings.
Yeah, I agree. That's my favorite part of November. People just reflecting and being kind to one another, remembering why they should not take day-to-day life for granted, and all of the blessings and the people who make their lives so special. I'm looking forward to another Thanksgiving with my family. We really have no plans, so I'm just looking forward to it being, you know, a small gathering with us, some good food. Again, just seeing the magic of the holidays through a child's eyes. You know, last year my son was almost 1, but this year he's almost 2, and so he just is so much more aware of everything that's happening, and I can feel that joy through him, so that's special.
Yeah, that is special. I love that. All right, Ed Matthews, November is here.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
Well, it's a great month. I like the continuation of cooler air. It's going to get to the point when it's cold enough for me that I'm ready for it to stop, but we'll progressively get cooler and cooler, or colder and colder, if you will, as we head closer to the winter months. But just a great time. The weather is usually pretty quiet for the most part, fingers crossed. So that'll make our jobs easier in the storm center. Also, obviously very excited about Thanksgiving coming up and spending time with friends and family. And also I'm looking forward to the early birds that put up their Christmas decorations, you know, somewhat early, like in November. I will, and I always do this, I wait until after Thanksgiving, and then the couple of days after Thanksgiving, I'm ready to put my Christmas tree up. And you know, also going along with that, I don't listen to Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. So you know, I've got all my stuff kind of planned out, and I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to all the same things that people are saying here on our feed. We'll read those in just a minute, but my mom's birthday is November 14th. So we've had an interesting year, our family. So this will be really special to celebrate her and her birthday. She's looking forward to it. She's now feeling healthy again. So,
Good.
you know, I'm ready for those blessings and to celebrate those blessings, I should say. Also, Thanksgiving. My son is already asking for sweet potato pie. I mean, that's fine, but I don't need a holiday to make it. I told him, I said, I can make one for you this weekend. He's like, no, I want it on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, okay, but I might make one anyway just because I'm hungry.
So are you going to let him try pumpkin this year? Because that goes back to our earlier conversation where you've never had pumpkin pie.
Well, he specifically asked for sweet potato pie, so I'm going to honor his wishes.
He doesn't know what he's missing.
He just gets that from his mom, but I'm not against it. Who knows? Maybe I'll sneak in one. Okay, you never know. I'm doing a lot of baking and cooking lately, so.
That's awesome.
Yes. So a great month. Let's see. Did you find any great comments? I had my hand on a few.
Yeah. So Lakaya said she's looking forward to Thanksgiving, Christmas music, and listening as soon as they start playing. Wanda's looking forward to Thanksgiving dinner, then putting up the Christmas tree on the same day. Bobby's just looking forward to getting some more organization in his life. That's a good goal, you've already said. Scott's looking forward to a trip to Florida to see family in a brand new home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I'll pick up there. Joanne is looking forward to the gathering of some of her large family and cooking. She said, of course, they all bring dishes and come early to help, even clean up.
Ooh.
You got a great family.
Nice, Joanne.
Carl Royster said, looking forward to Thanksgiving with my family after years of working for Walmart and not having any holidays off. Congratulations. Enjoy this day off. Tamrika said her little dog turns 10 November 3rd. That's amazing, and I love that. And we heard from Dana, who said, looking forward to slowing this down this month. My busy work period is over. And we also heard from Diane, who said, snow, and lots of it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In November?
I don't know about November, but anything can happen in the Piedmont.
Yeah. Jason said he's looking forward to wearing his Thanksgiving pants. Do you have Thanksgiving Day pants, Ed Matthews?
No.
They're basically pants that stretch out.
Yeah.
So that you can fit more room.
Sweatpants.
I may need a pair.
Yeah.
After Thanksgiving.
I figured with you and your mom and your sister getting together, you all know how to eat.
Oh, yes, we do. We are very good at eating. We know how to do that very well.
Some good Southern cooking your mama does.
You got that.
I love that. And Lakaya said she will take sweet potato pie this weekend, so I guess I am serving it up after all.
All right. All right, let's get a final check of your forecast. Ed, Mother Nature is serving us up some cooler air this week.
Yeah, just in time for the 1st of November. Today will be pretty normal with mid and upper 60s, our normal high 66. There's a cold front moving through this morning. Now, the cooler air really doesn't start to pour in until tomorrow and on into Wednesday. For the rest of the week, really. We go from the mid and upper 60s today to the low 60s tomorrow. We'll see a few more clouds. And then Wednesday, the clouds will continue to thicken. There may be an afternoon sprinkle or shower, but a very low chance of that. Clouds holding temperatures in the upper 50s on Wednesday. And then by Thursday and Friday, a little system passes south of the area. So most of the deep layer moisture remains over Georgia and South Carolina. We'll be on the northern edge, so only an isolated shower or two on Thursday and a few showers on Friday, but not much in the rain gauge the way it appears now. But those extra clouds are really going to limit warming. Highs on Thursday and Friday will be only around 50. That'll be about 15 degrees cooler than our normal high of 66 for this time of year. Are you looking ahead to the weekend? Next weekend looks to be dry and temperatures in the cool mid-50s. So indeed, as we go through the first week or so of November, it's actually going to be below normal. These temperatures would be more indicative of December. So Mother Nature, get it straightened out.
And delivering quite a punch towards the end of the week with those overnight low temperatures in the 30s.
Yeah, mid and upper 30s, certainly a possibility. And the reason we probably stay a few degrees above that before then is that clouds that we have on Thursday and Friday kind of act as a blanket So I think I'm forecasting like 40, 41, but that's plenty chilly for me. Got the quilt out, put it on the bed. I haven't used it yet, but it's there waiting to be used. And it probably will be later this week.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be unfolded by
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
Well, thanks for joining us here on After GMS. So many great conversations and comments that we were able to read and respond with you today. So we always appreciate when you guys join us for these convos.
And tell us about your good news. Happy belated birthday, Debbie, who celebrated turning 63 on Halloween.
Hey, happy birthday.
Have a great day. Take care.
Take care.